Hey everyone, good evening. It's a Friday, July 17th. What are you about to hear tonight? It's something sometimes like hard to believe that stuff like this is taking place in Canada and in Calgary. Actually, we I have with me today a victim of online scammer that we hear all about these days. So she been victimized big time by these cruel criminal, and but instead of feeling sorry for herself, she really want to share this her story with you. So hopefully somebody out there is gonna learn from this incident, and at least that what we can do as a society and community to help each other and try to spread awareness about all these scams and telephone line scams that's taking place in different shape, different form, different tactics, but it's all about the same thing. Try to find a weak link, try to find a good-hearted person that fall into their scheme or scam. And unfortunately, they are brutal, they are ruthless, and we're gonna hear tonight uh, a really sad but real story, and you're gonna hear it directly from the person herself. My guest today, we're gonna call her Samar. She's a 20 years old young lady, bright, sharp, beautiful. She believed in goodness. She believed in the in the law, and she came to Canada for almost 5 years now. She learned English here. She tried so hard to be an active, positive member of our society. And I would like to welcome uh, to you and by you our guest tonight, Samar. Marhaba. Hi, Samar.
Hello, how are you?
Good, good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Wonderful. Well, first of all, Samar, I want to thank you again for accepting to be a guest to do another broadcast in English this time. Last time we did a whole 2 hours in Arabic, but this time is in English because we do believe this is a very important message that need to be shared, need to be told. Especially the young people, if you have a family members that you know, 18th and up, please anybody who just don't brush it away because it just is really happening and we hear about it all the time. So Samar, I'm sorry, I don't want to make the introduction is too long, but I also want to thank you and thank your appreciate your time you're going to be here with us today. So Samar, I introduce you as one of the survivor that you refused to just sit down and accept what happened to you and feel sorry for yourself. Instead, you decided no, it's better for you to talk and talk about it and inform the people about it. So hopefully, nobody is going to go through what you've gone through.
I hope
So
so.
I hope so that too. I'm going to start this by the very similar phone call you received, and that's what really led to all these incidents. So let's hear together, Samar, about a very similar call that you received, and then we'll continue from there. So we're going to start the video right now.
Knowing this would be an intentional attempt to avoid initial appearances before the magistrate judge or exempt jury for a federal criminal offense. So before this matter goes to federal courthouse or you get arrested, kindly press 1 and speak to an officer now. I repeat, press 1 to speak to an officer right now to avoid further actions.
So, Samar, this is how the story started. When you receive a phone calls very similar to that. So, why don't you tell us in your own words what happened to you or with you?
So, for about a month, this phone number calls me every single day. The same phone number. I received the phone number that called me every single day.
Right.
But then at the end, I said to myself, you know what? Just answer the phone and don't give anything, like any personal information or anything like that.
Right.
Then when I picked the phone, kind of a voice came saying that, oh, um, your social insurance number has been compromised.
Okay.
So, and you're in charge of it. So, to protect yourself, press one. To speak to the police officer to help you uh, keep your social insurance number, press one.
Okay.
Um, I was so scared, even though I know about it. I know a lot of people can scam you on the phone in so many ways. I pressed one, and then
Right.
someone answered the phone saying, "Hey, my name is Mr. The officer Morgan, and I'm here to assist you. So
Okay.
listen to me, what I'm gonna tell you." I said, "Okay, so go on." Go ahead and tell me what's wrong. He said, do you know that your social insurance number has been compromised? And we don't know if a group of people or one person has taken around $10 million. Some of this money went used for drugs and went to Mexico, some to Mexico and some to the Middle East.
Okay.
At that point, I was so nervous. I said to him, "Oh, really? I didn't do anything. Why would who did who stole my social insurance number?" And he was like, "Oh, try to remember to whom you gave your social insurance number." I said to him, "I didn't give it, and I don't know what to do." He said, "Well, to help you and your family, to protect you from any things that gonna go under your name, we need your help because we're here to help you, and you're here also to give us what we need." Like, I said to him, what do you know? What do you want from me? He said, "Well, uh, first of all, in 2 days, a police will come to your door and gives you a new social insurance number. But before we do that, um, I want you to go online and
Okay.
search Calgary Police Service."
Okay. So he asked you to go online and search for Calgary Police Service.
Exactly, that's what happened. He told me. At first, I didn't really, uh, believe or think that's a police officer, but he was kind of encouraging me and uh, forcing me to get scared. And he's like, "Your family and you are in danger, so we're here to help you, but we I want you to go online and search Calgary Police Service."
Okay.
I did exactly what he told me to do. I went online and then I wrote Calgary Police Service. He told me, "Give me one of the numbers that you see up there." I picked a phone number and I told him the exactly phone number that was there. After he said, "Just put me on hold. This phone number, the police will call you. The officer Marshall or Michelle will call you from that number." And then, like, there's in 1 second, that phone rang, and then he introduced himself as a police, whatever. And then he said to me, "Okay, I'll now leave you with the
So,
officer Morgan."
you went online and you Googled Calgary Police Services telephone line, and you got the phone number for the Calgary Police Service.
Exactly.
You told him this is the number for the Calgary Police Services, and you give
Yes.
it the number, and long behold, within a minute or second, your phone rings, and the same number of the Calgary Police Services is calling you. And then what happened?
Then what happened was he said, "Okay, I'm just introducing myself, and now I will leave you with the officer Morgan."
Right.
Then he left. But
So,
that got, sorry.
sorry. Remember when you received the first message saying your
Yes,
social insurance number being compromised, press one to talk to an officer, and you pressed one, and then a person came with kind of heavy accent. You told me, right?
yes, It
So
was kind of yeah, very heavy accent. But the person, when I gave him the phone number, the Calgary police phone number, the accent uh, that guy had was a different accent. It was completely a different accent, a different person.
okay, so when you pressed one, then the phone call went to a guy with heavy accent, sound like South Asian, Indian kind of accent, and
Exactly. Yeah.
and after he asked you to look for the Calgary Police Service telephone number, and you find the number, and that number phoned you. Then another person came online pretending to be an officer Morgan with different accent that you told me it's a kind of British accent.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry, I'm just
That's
trying
true.
to make sure that we make it so clear. Like there's like two people involved now. So far, two people call you, two different people.
Okay, then um after he made me believe, what made me believe that was a real police officer, was the phone number that called me, the phone number that I got from Google and gave it to him, made me believe that's a real police. So
Right.
that means there is someone who stole my social insurance number, and I'm really sure about it. I was so, like, I believed everything after the phone number.
Okay.
So I went back to that guy when to the officer Morgan, and then he said to me, "Okay, now remember your family is in danger. You are in danger. To protect your identity, I want your last three digit of your social insurance number.
Okay.
I want your birth date. Give me like your full name, email address, and postal code."
Okay.
He
So
took all of those five things from me. Like I gave everything to him. Then, but I said to him, well, if you are a police officer, you have my information. Why would you ask me about my name, my social insurance number? And he keeps telling me, listen, uh, we are a police and we are like that. So we're here to help you and we have to finish as soon as possible.
okay,
Then I give everything.
you give him
Then
everything. You give him,
everything he told me about, he asked for, I gave him everything, my personal information. Then after like he said, okay, prepare yourself. In 15 minutes there will be a cab coming to your house. So take your debit card with you, and an ID,
right.
and tell me which the like which bank do you go to? I gave him the name of the bank that I go to, and then he said, so never discuss this with any third person, never tell your family, just between us.
Okay.
But before you leave, let your family knows that you're going to the mall, lie at them and lie to
Right.
them, and then go. Then, I was so nervous. I said to myself, should I tell my family? Shouldn't I? Should I do that? But I went. I took my debit card, I took my ID, and a cab came right to my house, up to my house, and took me to the bank.
Wow. Just like
That
that.
was that was in Saturday. That whole story began on Saturday. Like every after 15 minutes, the cab came right away, and then it took me to the bank. He told me go right away to the ATM machine. We want to make sure that your bank account isn't
So
hacked, or
you went to the bank, and he was with you on the line all the time.
he was with me. He told me put your earbud in your ears and never talk even to me, to the bus driver, to anyone.
To
I
the
will be
you mean
online with you to protect you.
to the cab driver, you mean, not the bus driver.
I mean, sorry, to the cab driver, to
Right.
your family, to anyone. Just
Okay.
put your earbud and then never talk to anyone, and I will be online with you for the whole time to make sure that you're okay, you're protected. I said to him, okay. I went to the bank, and then he said, go straight to the ATM machine because
Right.
today is Saturday and I just want you to take out $1,000. I
Right.
wanted I want you to take out $1,000 because we want to make sure that your account is saved and no one hacked it. Well, I said to him, I don't know how to use the ATM machine. I have never used it before, so I need your help
Right.
on the phone. Well, he was trying to assist me through the phone, uh, but um, I don't know what I did wrong. Then the machine kind of, my card stuck inside the machine. I could not take any money.
Right.
After that happened, he was yelling at me. I said to him, well, my card stuck inside and I don't know what's going on. He was so mad at me. He said, how stupid you are, how dumb you are. You are a 20-year-old and you don't know how to use this machine.
Wow. Can't
I
believe.
felt so stupid. Like I said to myself, when a police officer tells you know, people you're stupid or you're dumb without any reason, well, he said, okay, we'll leave this till Monday, because Monday the bank will open. And
Okay.
then the same thing will happen. A cab will come to your house, takes you to the bank, and I will be on the phone with you for the whole time till we finish. Go to the bank and take in the morning, go to the bank, take everything you own, and tell them that your debit card has stuck inside the machine.
Okay.
Same thing on Monday. That happened. I went to the bank. He was with me on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
I took everything I own in cash. I took everything in cash. Um, and I got a new debit card. And he said, when you go out of the bank, just give me a sign that you're out.
So the teller didn't ask you nothing, and just she handled you the money, and that's it.
No, nothing. He just looked at me, but he maybe because it's my own money, right? They won't ask me why are you gonna take this money? It's my own. So, but he looked at me. He said everything. I said yes. Just give me everything that I own in the bank.
So you just withdrew all your money from the bank.
I withdrew, draw all your money.
Wow. Okay. And the guy with you on the phone listening to what's going on. Hello. Hello. I think we might have.
Here, I'm here. I'm sorry.
Okay. That's okay.
So my, yeah. Um, what did you just say? Sorry, I didn't
So,
hear.
the guy was the guy was with you on the phone, listening to what's going on and telling you what to do while you at the bank and asking for all your money to be withdrawn. So you
Exactly.
withdrew, just you took all your money from the bank, and the bank clerk just handed you the money with the new ATM card.
Right.
Okay.
After I left the bank, and I said to him, well, now I'm happy. I have all my money, so nothing happened to my account. Why were you scaring me and telling me that maybe it's hacked? You can the money got locked and you cannot take any money out.
Right.
And then I said to him, well, I want to go home and I don't want my family to worry about me. So please, like, see you and goodbye. He said, no. He stopped me and said, no, you cannot. I'm gonna book another cab from the bank to come and takes you. Said, where? He didn't tell me. He refused to tell me where am I going or like, but he told me, he gave me an address to go to. He said, the driver comes, you just give him this address.
Okay.
and the address was 17 Avenue Southwest.
Right. Okay.
But
I
I was
okay.
so insisting why, like I was so I told him why, like where am I going? Can you tell me? He said no, never talk, never interrupt me, because we know what we're doing. We're doing the right thing, and remember, we are here to help you.
Okay.
I
Wow.
didn't talk. The taxi came, a cab came. I gave him the address that he told me. Give to the cab, to the driver. Um, and with everything I own, the money, all of them was with me. My ID card and my debit card was stuck, but the new debit card that I got was with me, the money, everything.
Okay.
So the taxi came
So you didn't
and
think to
took
go
me.
back home because you got your money. You
No,
didn't,
no, he didn't let me go back. He
originally
didn't
he
let
told
me
you
go
to go
back.
to the bank. He told you to go to the bank to make sure that your account's not being hacked and you still have the money in your account, right?
Exactly, yeah.
But now you have the money in your hands, and instead of going home, he told you not to go home, and you didn't even cross your mind that that's it. You should go home.
No, he never. He said if you move just one step, if you move one step, you're in danger. So we're watching you. We know what's going on. We know where you go. We know where you come. We know everything about you. So listen to what I'm gonna tell you. I did listen to him. Even though I was so nervous, but I didn't. He was scaring me. Your family is in danger. You're in danger. Everything will be in danger. You are gonna be deported from here. Your family, if you talk or you tell anyone, you'll be arrested in jail. And if your family knows about this, we will report them from Canada. He was scaring me a lot.
Hmm.
But I took the money in my hand, my
Right.
new debit card, and went to that address that he gave me. It was 17 Avenue Southwest, I
Southwest.
think.
Yeah.
I
Maple.
went, yeah, Maple Leaf Market food
Yeah.
market, whatever it's called.
17 and 29. Yeah. There is. Okay.
After I arrived there, when I arrived there, he said to me, uh, can you look around? He was with me also on the phone. Can you look around? Can you see a small store called Maple Leaf Food Market? Said to him, yeah, there is a store. He said, go inside the store. Never talks to even the owner of the store. If someone comes to help you, just say, I'm good, thank you. Just go inside and walk straight. Just walk straight. You will see a, a fridge, and there was like a drinks inside. So there's a yellow machine and black. He described the machine for me. Um, and he said if someone asked you why are you using this machine, just say that my brother is in the phone and he's helping me um, to use this machine.
Right.
That's all.
Okay.
I went inside. He said, now, okay, start putting your phone number in.
So I just want to make sure everybody knows. So this is the actual machine. I went to the Maple Leaf Market or Food Market on 17th Avenue, and that machine sitting inside the store, and that machine it's called the Bitcoin machine. So everybody should get yourself familiar with this kind of machine, Bitcoin like this. And also, I found another one related to another incident that the Bitcoin machine might look like that. So like machine like this one or this one. So these are the machine that being used to transfer these money, and we're gonna hear it from the victim. So go ahead, please.
He said, put your phone number and I will send you a kind of a code in, in in your phone. So through your phone, then you're gonna scan the code to the kind of the machine.
Right.
I did what he said. Then he said to me, okay, now start inserts all your bills that you took out from the bank, all of them, and keep $100 with you for the taxi.
Okay.
All the money that I took out from my bank account, I put them inside this machine, Bitcoin machine, and I
Right.
kept $100.
Right. Wow.
Uh, but I didn't even see there was even a red kind of you know thing that inside, like in the middle of the machine, saying stop, never use this machine, because I was so nervous. I was so nervous. I just want to finish and go home. I
Right.
didn't even look. I didn't even see anything. After I inserted everything, everything was gone. I didn't even know. I left the store and I was outside. So I inserted everything and he said now to me, okay, congratulations, go outside.
So
When
you
you're sorry?
so you put all the money, and he say congratulations. Okay, go ahead.
Then he said, okay, now go out of the store. And then the officer Michelle will call you and I'll put you on hold. Just be on hold, he'll call you.
Wow.
Said okay, and then he called me, said, oh, congratulations, now we improved, like we proved that you're innocent and you didn't you didn't use those money, you didn't help those victims, those criminals, with the money that has been sent to the Middle East or Mexico for drugs. Now you're innocent, everything will be right, the police will come to your house and he'll give you your SIM number card plus the money that you're gonna pay for the whole trip, the taxi, for the taxi driver, all of those will come to you. Even the money that you put inside the Bitcoin machine will be transferred automatically into your bank account.
Okay.
I said, okay, then what's next? He said, now to finish the report, or to finish the investigation, we need $2,000 more in top of those. In
Oh,
top of the money that I put inside the machine, they need 2,000 as a security to my family. Those money just for my family to prove they're um, safe. They didn't do anything. They're
wow. So the money they took from you, it wasn't enough. They want now. They felt like you're an easy target, so they want to ask you for more money now.
That's true.
Okay. So he asked you for another $2,000, right?
Yes.
Okay. So what happened? So you
Here, I had a kind of feeling at that moment. I felt something is wrong. Something is wrong and isn't right. So why a police would ask me to put money inside a Bitcoin machine and also asks me for more and saying for your family. I said to
wow.
him, then I was on the phone. I said, are you a really real police officer? But I have a kind of feeling that you're not a police officer. Now I know you're not a police officer. You're lying at me and you just stole my money from me. And he's like, if you raise your voice, you'll be arrested. Never even raise your voice in front of a police officer. You should know to whom you're speaking.
Wow. Okay.
I said, oh, well, okay, okay, I'm sorry. Do you need $2,000? He said, yes. But how are you gonna get those money? He asked me. I said, I don't know. Maybe I'll ask my dad, I'll ask my friends and see. He said, okay, now you have to call them, not later, because we have to finish the investigation as soon as possible. Try to call your dad and ask him for $2,000. If he asks you why, just say because I want to buy a laptop or a computer. And if he
Okay.
did not give you money, just ask one of your friends to owe you some money.
Okay.
But I knew that moment, I knew this is kind of, someone is pretending to be the police and trying
Mhm.
to steal my money.
Okay.
Instead of calling my dad, I called my friend.
Okay.
I said to her, hey, I will have to see you as soon as possible. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing. I'm doing. I don't know, I feel like I'm doing a wrong thing and I want to talk to you about it. She said, come to my house. I'll be there. And then he called me right away. Like he said, I said to her, okay, goodbye, goodbye. I'll talk to you later. Then he said, hey, did your dad agree to give you money or what happened? I said, no, my dad is busy. He can't give me money. He's working. I'll talk to him maybe in another day when I get home.
Right.
Then he said, okay, then we hope to finish this investigation today, but because of your issue, so we might extend the time till tomorrow, and we'll call you tomorrow and talk about that money. And then he said, do you want the taxi, the cab that like to come and pick you? Said, okay, yes, please. I don't know. I'm lost. I have no idea where I am. So the cab came and took me to my friend's house. Now he closed the phone. He
Okay. So
wasn't on the
we
phone
went
with
to your
me.
friend's house. Okay.
Yes, he wasn't in the phone with me. He said, we'll talk to you tomorrow around 10 o'clock, the same time.
Right.
I went to my friend's house. I told the driver to, I gave him the address and I went to her house. I told her everything that happened to me. I showed her the code that they sent me. I showed her the machine. I actually, he told me, I forgot to mention one point where after I put the whole money, it says congratulations. He said, take a picture of the kind of the amount that you put in so you know that your receipt, that's your receipt. Just take a picture of the where it says congratulations and you have inserted like this amount of money.
Right.
I showed her that, and then she said, yeah, exactly, that's kind of the screen up there. She said, please don't tell me you did this. She's Canadian though. She said, please don't say you did this. I said, yes, I did. And she said, did you put those money in? I said, yes. She started crying. And
Oh,
then she said, let's go. We have to go. We have to go right now. Uh, where? To the police station or whatever. We have to talk to the police. You have been victim of a fraud. They scammed you and you have to know that. So let's go. I went. I was crying for the whole day. Then a police officer came to her house. We went to the station. It was closed. And then we called and it says, oh, the police is gonna come to her house. Like she invited the police to come.
mhm.
When the police came, I told him everything that happened to me. He created a report for me, and I told him about everything. I gave him the phone numbers that they have been trying to reach me or call me.
Right.
Um, I told him that he took my address, my birth date, my postal code, my last 3 digit of the social insurance number. And then he said, I'm sorry, your money won't be back, won't return to you. It's gone.
Yeah, it's gone.
That your
Yes.
money is gone. We don't know
The
if
money
this
is gone.
person
Yes.
even lives in Canada or
Mm.
outside, maybe in Asia, somewhere in Asia.
Right.
But what we can do is try to protect your identity. You have to call two companies. One of them is called Equifax, and the other one is called TransUnion. Those two companies will watch if there is any, movement under my name. If someone has applied for credit cards.
Yeah. So they can monitor your credit. Yes. So TransUnion
Exactly.
or Equifax. So the
TransUnion or
police
Equifax.
officer asks you that's the only thing you can do now is the money is gone. Is the only thing you can do is you try to protect you from any more identity theft. So they might apply for like a loan, credit card, mortgage, some kind of anything under your name, especially if they have all your personal information now, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I felt so regret and sorry for what happened. he gave me the names after he was telling me it's okay, you're okay, nothing happened to you, the money will go and come, so don't worry. Um, this is the name of the companies, but I don't have the phone number, so you have to go online or go to your bank. They'll give you the phone number and tell them to put your account under alert so no one can,
Right.
take money
So,
if
by the way, guys, if anybody want to ask Samar any questions, by all means, just post your questions in the comment, and I'll try to pass them to Samar. So hopefully she can reply to your questions immediately. And please help us out with sharing the video. I'm sure there is someone out there they don't know about this or they're not really aware. So at least we can try to help and stop these criminals from taking advantage of people. So sorry, go ahead, Samar, please.
yeah, I went to the bank at the same day. I told them about what happened and asked if they could put my
Okay. So
account
you
under
went
alert. They gave me the phone numbers. I
right.
tried to call. It was a lot of they needed a lot of information from me. It was a lot. Uh, they can watch for 6 years
Okay. So you
if
put
any
your
activities has been,
right.
yeah.
So your name being watched for any fraudulent activities or any suspicious activities or any activities for that matter. So you are on a watch list because your personal information being compromised, and that's what these company does is they look for any activities under your name or using your social insurance number. So you went to the bank, you froze the account.
I did froze it. No, not froze it. They just put an alert because they asked me if did you give him your PIN number or your email address or like yeah or any kind of this. I said no. The only thing he took the things that I mentioned earlier. They said I think it's okay as long as you did not give him your like
Okay.
long number that's in the debit card and PIN and email.
Right. Okay. All right. So after the bank, where did you go?
After the bank, I went home and I told my friend I don't want my family to know about this because they'll be so upset and angry about what happened. So please don't, don't say anything to them. If they ask you, don't even say what happened.
Okay.
Um, she said, okay, I will try. After I came home, she dropped me off, my friend, and went. But at night, I was so devastated. I was so sad. I can't stop think about it till this moment. I was, it killed me. My money is gone, but money goes and come. But my personal information, my identity has been stolen. So now I need to protect myself. I need to figure out how I'm gonna move forward. I came home and at night, she called me, my friend, same friend called me and said, hey, I want you to tell your family. I want you, don't be sad, like, try, just
Just
go
tell your
and then
yeah.
tell your family they have to know
Right.
now or in the future. So just say I have been a victim of fraud and tell them what happened. If I know they'll be upset, but you have to tell them. I did. I waited till my dad came from work, and then I said to him, listen to me, everyone. I got scammed. All my money is gone now, and don't ask me why, because I don't have an answer.
So-
Um,
Yeah. So you told your
they,
mom, don't ask me why because you have no answer.
yeah, I said, don't ask me why. I'm so upset. I can't even talk about it. So I'm just telling you from now, I got stolen. Someone stole my information and they stole also my all the money that I own in the bank. So please don't make me feel more upset and don't ask me about it. My parents got so mad. They got so angry and they said to me, "What happened? We need to know. Come here and you have to tell us about everything." Um, I told them I was scammed, like this is what happened. Um, but after my dad, and he did not believe me because I have never, even if I go anywhere, I tell them. But that time I lied. I said I'm going to the mall, but I
You
wasn't
went to
there.
the
I
bank.
lied. I
Yes.
went to the bank. But what he said to me,
So why did you
you
do that? Like, why did you do this? Why did you didn't tell your family when
I
you?
didn't tell my family because that guy, the officer or whatever, was telling me, your family, you are what? You are watched. We are watching your family. We are here. And then if you even open your mouth, you and your family, the whole, you'll be arrested and your family will be deported. Your family is in danger and you have to understand that. To protect them, you have to do what we tell you to, what we just say. And you just do it without any word. He was scaring me all the time. You're in danger, your family is in danger, and we watch everything is going on. We watch where you like everything.
Okay. Wow.
That
Can't
was
believe it.
what made me nervous. I didn't tell my parents, as I never lied to them, but I did. My when my parents came and asked me, "Oh, well, you told us you're going to the mall. How come you got stolen? How come you got scammed?" I said, "I lied. I went, that person was on the phone with me trying to advise, force me to go to the bank, get my money and go insert it in the Bitcoin machine and then come." They said all this happened and we don't even know about this. You didn't think about your family. You didn't think about what's gonna happen to you. What if something, they took you and you don't even know where you're going? They I don't know, killed you and throwed you in the landfill.
Right.
You didn't think about yourself. You didn't think about what's gonna happen. So they did not believe me. They said, "Oh, maybe she had met maybe a guy online and they might be, trying to plan for something, and then she did send him those money maybe to come to Canada." That's their thought.
So they did not believe your story, and then
No, at all. They didn't believe anything. They said,
to them it
"Oh,
doesn't
well,
make any sense just to leave home.
this
Go to the,
doesn't make anything." And one day in Saturday, we saw the cab, and you never took a cab. My mom said, "This is the first time you take a taxi." And on in Monday, the same thing. They said, where is it? Where are you going? We can take you." I said, "No, no, don't worry. I'm I'm going here. I'm gonna go, to the mall, see my phone, the plan for my phone, and buy some stuff." But they were kind of, "Really? A cab comes to her?" They knew there's something wrong. When I told them that I got scammed, they were, "No, no, I know you have met a boyfriend and then you're trying to send him this money to come to Canada as soon as possible to make it easy for him to come here."
wow.
I was, swearing. I was not swearing, saying, "Dad, I swear to God, I didn't. Why would, if I did that, why would I tell you that I got scammed? If I have sent those money to my boyfriend, why would I tell you, hey, I get scammed?" I wouldn't say anything.
Okay.
They still, for the whole night, they didn't sleep, still thinking about it, they're still talking about it. So the next day, exactly, I said to him, "You know what? I want to take you to the bank. I want to take you to my friend, and I want to take you to the police that I spoke to,
Right.
so he could tell you the story, and now you could believe him, whether you believe it or not."
Okay.
That's what happened, and you have to believe it. Next day, the next day, I was kind of in the morning. That guy called me again. A person who was pretending to be the police officer called me and saying that Did you came up with the money? Like, where is the money?
Right.
Did your dad give you the money? But my brother was so smart. I didn't even take my dad to the police. I didn't even take him to my friend. He was so smart. He bought his phone and he recorded the message between me and him, the conversation between
Right.
the guy,
Yeah.
the police, whatever, and me, the
Okay.
criminal. I should say.
Right.
He was saying that we need where is the $2,000 and we need to finish. Hey, you have to finish. We're here to help you. So let's just finish it. I said to him, "You are a liar. You are a criminal. You're not a police officer. I want your money back. I want my money back. So return my money to me." He said, "Okay." Uh, you know, from the money that you put inside the Bitcoin machine, I would give you only $2,000 if tonight, if you take a picture of yourself, take a picture of yourself, not the whole money. Like he was kind of lying at me. Take a picture of yourself holding an ID with you, a driver license or whatever, anything you have showing your information and
Oh
picture.
my God. So now he want to stole, after he stole your money, he want to stole your photo and I want to stole your driver license. Wow.
Exactly. He said to me, take a picture of yourself holding your driver license and then send it to me through this phone number. And it was a different phone number. It was not the same phone number. Someone from Nova Scotia. And then every time they called me, it was a different phone number.
Right. Wow. Guys, if
Then they
anybody has any questions for Summer, please go ahead. Just shoot me your questions, and hopefully we'll pass it on, and we can learn from this. So, anybody with any questions, please feel free just to put it in the comment section. Go ahead, please. So he said that if you want your $2,000 today, we'll give you only $2,000
only 2000
if
from the
you took a
amount that I
photo
put in.
of
Yeah,
yourself holding one of your ID card, so we know it's you, and you take a photo and send it to us. Then we will send you only $2,000 from the money that you sent to us. That's what he says.
right.
Oh wow.
I said to him, "Oh, you need which ID? What do you want?" I didn't quite get this. He said, "Do what I'm telling you," and he said, "Don't yell at me. You're wasting my time right now. I need to finish this." And then, but the whole conversation between me and him was recorded, so the conversation made my dad believe me. You know.
So when your dad heard the recorded conversation between both of you, then he believed that you were scammed, and these scammers just whipped all your money and whipped your bank account and took all your monies away from you.
Exactly, yeah. So the reason for putting the money in the Bitcoin machine was I didn't even know what a Bitcoin machine. I have never seen it before. I don't even know where I'm going. He said it's a secret wallet.
Oh, yeah.
Secret wallet that you put this money here to protect your money. But I said to him, if this is a secret wallet, why do all these people in the world put their money in the bank? Why wouldn't they put them in this machine?
Wow. So he
They
wants
didn't even give me a reason, no reason.
he
They
told you
didn't
to take
even
your
give
money
me
from your bank and put it in the secret wallet so to protect your
secret
money.
wallet. That was what because when I got there, I asked him, "What is this machine? I have never seen it." He said, "It's a secret wallet. Your money will be protected here, will be safe."
Oh my God.
So that the whole story is secret wallet. Go to the bank, take the money, put them in a Bitcoin machine, which is inferred to it as a secret wallet, and it wasn't.
Right.
I came home. My family was upset. My dad was so
But
upset. I showed
we
him
have
the recording.
a comment here as Lean said, Summer, sorry for happened to you. And thank you
And thank
for
you.
sharing
Yeah.
your story. So thank you, Lean. That's very thoughtful of you to say. And also, I think we might. I have noticed something after I bought a new cell phone. Every day I receive a call ask me about my personal information. So Lean saying after she bought a phone, she's getting a lot of calls saying, about calls asking for personal information. I mean, so Summer, I don't want to interrupt your thoughts. So I just want to, now you told this story in Arabic, you told this, and now in English version, and I'm going to ask you again, like looking back at what happened to you, like, is there, how do you explain what happened to you? Like, how can you just say, okay, if you just, what, if you try to explain what happened to you, so knowing what you know now and knowing all the details, and I'm sure now you read about so many other victims and so many stories. First, where you go, I'm so sorry to hear, I'm sorry that you've gone through this, but I know, and we know, there's a victim somewhere, whether today, tomorrow, day after tomorrow, and that's what we're trying to do, is trying to inform and trying to share this information with people, so at least hopefully we're going to save somebody. So how can you explain all that happened? Like, how you can you explain what happened to you?
And one day and one night was kind of 3 days. I got scammed. I don't know how I did this. I didn't know even how, like I didn't even think about it. I thought, should I tell my parents or shouldn't? Should I do that? But I was nervous. Something I felt wrong from the first day he booked the cab for me and go to the bank. But
Yeah.
to go look back, I didn't even know why I did this. I I still can now think about it. Why didn't think about it twice before doing what I did? Why who, like, what motivated me to go and do all of this? But even though I know teachers in school have told me, be careful, emails, they said they can send you emails, they could talk to you on the phone, they could steal, they could take your information, personal information, they can do anything. I even know about it because a lot of teachers talked about it, even professionals talked about this.
Right.
But looking back, um, what's made me do all of this,
Right.
he was you know um, um, forcing me to, or scaring me, not just forcing me. He made me, he came to my mind as I didn't even know where maybe because I didn't think about it, something they kind of planted something into my mind, scaring me, um, your family and you never see anything, personal information, be careful, you are with the police, so you shouldn't have to do that and tell your family or friends. So the conversation should be between us and you. Never discuss or say anything to anyone, because if you say that, your family, the whole family will be deported from Canada because of what had happened. Those money is used for drugs. Just think about this. They was insisting, like they was kind of planning something into my mind. Those money that has been used by those criminals, we don't know if you are, you work with them. We don't know if you're helping these criminals to take those $10 million and send them to those countries by using drugs. Just think about it. You're destroying Canada for a country, and it's your country, and you're destroying many other countries and people, plus your family. So what made me believe that it was, they're kind of, maybe how their words scared me, um, saying that the money is being used for drugs, and you're you know you're catastrophically destroying Canada as a whole with your family and you, and we need your help to prove that you're innocent. You didn't help those criminals to take those money out of under your name, whatever, and use them for drugs.
Unbelievable.
This is what made me give them all everything. And the most word that they made me scared about, which is my family, because in Canada I don't have anyone. My family is my priority and they are here. I don't have any friends, any relatives, just my family. They kept telling me, your family will be deported, so be careful, we have a camera, we're watching you. We know everything. We know, like, even about your family, about you. I was, I even, I had that feeling. I was feeling something is wrong. But why am I doing this? Why? I didn't even find an answer or a solution to my situation. I didn't understand why I was doing this. Why did
Well,
I go? And I didn't even think about it. I didn't even think about what if I died? What if someone came and killed me, and did something bad to me and then throwed me? I
oh,
didn't even think about it. I don't know what they did to me. Maybe they studied my personality. They're psychologists. Maybe they are really smart at this.
well, I'm so sorry this has really happened to you, and I'm glad at least you're sharing the story with us. But Samar, you can. I mean, you don't have to beat yourself up over this because it happens every day. It happens to so many people. It doesn't really matter, young, old, men, women, everybody. They always scam these people, and they always use the tactics to intimidate and scare people off. I think when you start, the more you stay on the phone talking to them, the more you give them ammunitions against you. And that's why, I mean, your first mistake, if I want to call it a mistake or your innocent mistake, is when you answer that phone and you press that number one. You want to talk to a police officer, and probably that's how they you put yourself in an awkward situation. But police will never call you and ask you for money. Authorities or immigrations officer or tax man, they will never use that tactic to threaten you or to make you feel that you've done something wrong. Unfortunately, Samar, these guys, they feed on people who really don't know the system that well, and they feed on people who really have a good heart like yours. I mean, you just believe that something is wrong, and you want to protect your family, you want to protect your country, and I totally understand that. But because you already gone through all that, so there's no point of just you know saying bad things or feeling bad. As if you've done something wrong, but as I said, it happens to all of us, and it could be anybody. Thanks God, now we through your message we're going to raise the awareness about this, and we're going to make sure at least another victim will be eliminated from their list. We're going to make sure like everybody talking about it. Just recently when the global news, I mean, we just heard about another person gone through the same situation, and after me and you we did our Arabic version live chat, I got four different people telling me I've gone through exactly the same thing that Summer did. So you're not alone in this. You're not alone. These people are crooks, are criminals. They use every tactics in the book to intimidate people to scare you. They call you as an immigration officer, saying, "Oh, you're there is a flaw, or there's a or there's misleading information in your immigration application. If you don't call us right away, we're gonna deport you right away." They might call you, say, "Well, I'm a Canada Revenue Agencies, and there's a questionable amount on your tax returns. If you don't pay the government your own tax money, you're gonna be in trouble big time." So anybody who called you and pressure you and use the tactics to take action immediately, you have to be careful. Authorities will never call you over the phone and say you have to pay me now or you have to give me your personal information. Even if somebody phone you from the government office, from immigration office, from the Canada Revenue office, from the Alberta Work office, whatever the case, if you answer the phone, then you hang up and you call yourself the number that you know for sure. This is the number of the government or the bank or the institutions or the agencies. So never ever give your personal information to nobody. Never ever believe a police is going to come and arrest you right now. Never ever believe a taxman is going to come and just handcuff you right away. These are all tactics to scare you, to intimidate you, to make you feel scared. Because when we're scared, we start to respond without logic. Just like what happened to you. Because at that moment, you're thinking you've done something wrong. and all what you think of is you just want to protect your family and you want to prove that you are innocent. And unfortunately, this is what happened. So let me see here if we have any other questions. Guys, if you have any questions for Summer, by all means, we would like to wrap it up very soon. If you're if anybody would like to share any thought with us, that would be great. Yeah, okay. Joseph says you should call the police immediately, and that's what she did after, unfortunately. So she did that already. Lean says, I have a question, please. For example, somebody answer and goes to the police during the cell. It might help the police to find them. No, I don't. If somebody go to the police, honestly, I have an incident where I went to the police, and they said, you know what, just don't answer the phone, just don't listen to these guys,
Yeah.
because they said one of the guy told me we have like 200,000 calls like this.
Every day. Yeah.
We have calls every day, so we're not gonna respond to this. Just you have to be smart because there's a lot of bad guys out there. If somebody call you on the phone, just if you don't know the number, don't answer it. If a government, don't even listen to the phone. You just you listen, hang up, and you call the government yourself. Simple as this. The trick here today. So if somebody, for those who listen to us now, the trick here is they ask her, go on Google and search for Calgary Police Services telephone number. So Samar went to the Google and typed in Calgary Police, and here you go. The number shows up on Google. The police office, the Calgary Police Service number. She told them this is the Calgary Police Service number. So what happened is these guys they have a technology, obviously. So they phoned her from that number, pretending to be a police. So if you receive a call right on your phone, it says 403. Whatever the number is, and it says Calgary Police Services, you're not gonna think twice. This is a fake number. So that's really, in my opinion, what trigger all this story is they called her from a number that's similar, looks like a Calgary Police number, and she at that moment she just let all her guard down and she started dealing with them as they are true police officers, and she's in big trouble. And unfortunately, she felt these guys are trying to help her to save her money, to save her family, and to save herself. And that's how she fell a victim. So this is not being reckless or not being smart. It could happen to anybody. So our job is not to prejudge or be harsh in our judgment, because if you're strong here, you're gonna be weak somewhere else. If you are very aware of this kind of scam, you're gonna be scammed in a different way. So we all subject to something like that. So today is only our job is to listen and try to pass this message to another person, because we just don't know who is the listener out there that might be an easy target. They are looking to an easy target. And I'm going to summarize this in a few words. They call random numbers. Anybody who answer will hear the voicemail. Boom, boom, boom. Your send number being compromised, press 1. So let's say from 100 number, only maybe 5 will press 1. And that's what they after. Even one response a day, that's thousands of dollars. That's enough. So don't say it's not like it's going to happen. It could happen, because there's people will answer the phone. So if it did happen, if you receive a call, just you have to be aware there's a lot of scammers, and just don't answer the phone and don't press the number 1 to talk to nobody. And if you know you're in trouble, you hang up the phone and you call the police. Call your the agency or the department or the government that they calling you. Don't let them talk to you. You call them, and then you know that you're talking to the right person. I'm gonna see here if we have any questions. So the same what is doing every day? Yes, I mean, by the way, I receive in the last week I received a lot of calls from different people, from different messages, and they send me an actual recording. I have recording now how they talk, what they say to them, and how they try to victimize them. I can share these calls with you later, but today I just want to hear Summer's story. We have here Musab saying, I have a question. Can the government is okay? Well, I don't think this is related, right? Can the government extended the student emergency benefit? I have no idea, my friend. Sorry. Okay, Joseph. All right. So I don't want to keep you too long. I don't want to keep you too long, Samar. Is there any message you like to say and wrap up your experience before we finish our chat today? Is there anything you would like to say?
First of all, I want to ask a question. I don't know if you have an answer to it, but
Sure. Go ahead.
maybe one of the people who's here. So, could these people break through my phone into like my photos, my apps, if they have my information?
Okay. The question is, can anybody break into a phone and steal the photos, videos, conversations, anything like that? Can anybody just phone in to your telephone and hijack your phone? Is anybody out there can answer these questions? If anybody know or have an answer to this, please put it down. Can anybody tap in or hack your phone just by calling or by knowing your number? I know from my end, I'm going to tell you what I know. If you receive a text message or any file or any attachments, and especially those attachments asking you to press on it, you just have to be careful. Anytime you receive an email, text message, anything direct you to press here, it says press here, go to the link, you have to be very, very careful. Anytime you download anything into your device, whether a computer or a laptop, or a tablet or your phone, you put yourself in jeopardy that this file might be a virus, might be a malware, might be something, a Trojan even, that's going to spy on you, or they're going to take control of your phone. So never, ever click on anything unless you know 100% for sure that it's a secured source. Like even when my bank sent me an email saying your statement is ready, click here for details, I don't click. I close the email and I log into my bank account and I see the messages right there. So I don't respond to what text says. Or you might receive a text saying you receive a money, we send you money, click here. That's a pure scam that somebody tried to hijack your phone. So unless you really let that person download anything to your phone, I don't think anybody can hack into your phone unless like they have access to your phone, or they have your phone with them. I think anybody know different answer here?
So for today, I would thank everyone who's here. Thank you for watching this live, and I want to warn you to never, never give any personal information, especially through the phone, to anyone.
Well,
Unless if someone calls you, they could leave a voice message, mail, or they could send it through your mailbox. But never give any personal information to anyone who who's asking you about whether your name, whether your social insurance number, whether your home address. Never do that, because I feel so um, regret regret and remorseful for what happened to me.
I totally understand.
I'm paying off for what I just did, and I'm trying to protect my identity right now, and trying to move forward and forget everything.
Well, I'm so sorry that this has happened to you, but live and learn. So we have to be cautious. We have to be careful. So sorry this has happened to you, Summer. and hopefully it's going to make you stronger, and it's going to make you more aware, like what's going on out there. So inshallah, we'll hear from you good news about your school, about your life, about anything beautiful in your life coming. So again, thanks for being with us tonight, and thanks for sharing your experience with us, guys. This is just a story. We thought that we want to tell you about it, just in case you know anybody that need to hear it. So please share our story and let the people know there's a lot of bad peoples out there. So don't trust those callers just like that. Even if they try to make you feel like you've done something wrong, don't fall into that. Government police will never call you and ask you to give out your personal information that way. So be careful and be smart and be vigilant all the time. Summer, thank you very much, and everybody out there have a nice and super weekend. تحياتي للجميع و good night. والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Bye, Samar.